It's long time no see. Sheesh. That's how you know I ain't been on here forever. Excuse my voice. I kind of lost my voice over the weekend doing a lot of screaming and shit like that. So, don't mind that. Okay. So, long time no see. I'm here with the collective message that kind of popped up on me at work here today, right? So I kind of wrote it down a little bit, so I'm going to kind of glance over on what that is. Okay, so the message is the difference between those who fail and those that succeed is not being scared of the dark. Okay, I repeat, the difference between those that fail and those that succeed is not being scared of the dark, right? And which that's true. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand when it comes to life, you're gonna go through a lot of adversity. You're gonna go through a lot of what we call dark nights of the soul. You're gonna go through a lot of periods in your life of uncertainty, or where God or whoever you believe in, your higher self, is going to put you in some circumstances or put you in some tests where you're going to have to make some major decisions, right? And those major decisions may not make sense, right? Where it takes a level of faith and a level of self-confidence, self-trust in oneself to make certain leaps of faith, to be the best version of you, right? In so many words, right? So to even be the best version of you, you're going to have to not be scared of the dark. If you think about, like, let's say you get home at night or something and it's like dark as fuck and you're in like your home or whatever. I need some sunglasses. Dark in your home or whatever, right? And you go in and turn all the lights on to see where everything is and woo. It's that type of energy. Sometimes God will put you in situations where, like, requires you to kind of maneuver in the dark, and being in those spaces are uncomfortable. It's not nobody loves to be there, but I always say, man, like, growth, self-mastery, all that shit comes from pain, adversity, being in a space of uncertainty, feeling like a lot of pressure on you. You have to understand pressure and isolation. Those are the number one things, the number one components, the number one ingredients to change your motherfucking life. I'm dead serious. Like, as an individual, it's all about being able to self-regulate and understand when you need to be in the world, operating in the world, and when to step back into solitude, and being an energy of really diving deep within self and really rolling the dice, man. I'm telling you, you have to understand, like, extreme, because I feel like this message is all over the place. I feel like it's like very idea after idea after idea, right? You have to think of like major, like people who are super successful in life, multi-billionaires, millionaires. I don't fucking know. These people take sacrifice. They make certain sacrifices. Excuse me. There's a jack in the back. So don't mind it. They make major sacrifices to get ahead the way that they get ahead. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you have to be looking at your life. These people that succeed in life, they're not scared to walk through the dark. They're not scared to not have a quote unquote night light. They're not scared to really take a risk and gamble on themselves. And sometimes gambling, you're running that risk of you might lose it all. And you might lose it all. I'm dead serious. Like, but that's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Betting on yourself, gambling on yourself, and understanding that, man, if I make this play right here, it might not make sense. God's telling me to move this way. I need to move this way. I don't see where it's leading me, but I know God got me, and I know I got me, right? It's that type of energy, man. That's what makes the person who succeeds different than the person who like fails. You know what I'm saying? People who fail, and I don't mean like failure in a way you try something and you fall flat on your face, because you got to understand, to succeed, and for people who know, who are successful, know that you're going to have a shit ton of failures before you actually succeed. So that is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about being in an energy of regret. Being in an energy of playing it safe to a point where you get to the end of your life, or quote unquote your life, right? And you like review your whole life before like you die, right? And all you come together, all your thoughts come together, and you realize you've been playing it safe. You didn't live life to its fullest, right? I feel like my words are everywhere. Oh my God. It's because I haven't been on here for a long time. So bear with me. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you got to understand, man. Success looks different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is, the formula is still the same. It requires you getting out of your comfort zone. It requires you sitting in a space of uncertainty. It requires you to go through a period of adversity. It requires you to experience a level of delay and go through a level of trials and tribulations and tests to see if this is something you really want, right? It's that type of energy. Like, really understanding that those that don't succeed to be the best versions of themselves, right? The best versions of themselves, right? It's coming from that playing it safe. It's coming from not trusting your intuition. It's coming from not trusting yourself. A lot of this shit stems back to trusting oneself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you got to understand, you are your compass, man. You have to understand, you are your compass, man. And no one or nothing in this fucking world can tell you better than you can tell you. You guys know what I promote and I permit and promote over here is everything that you need is inside of you. Inside of you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that type of energy. It just requires you. I guess the real question is, are you willing to tap into that greatness within you? Are you willing to actually strive to show up for yourself? To be successful in life is to show up for yourself. And if you don't want to show up for yourself, then it's like, shut the fuck up and sit in the back and eat your fucking pudding. That's just how that go. That's just how it go. Like, don't complain about life. Don't complain about shit not being right, shit not getting done. If you can't even bet on your fucking self, if you can't even make a change for you, you know what I'm saying? Some of the things we go through in our life, especially as human beings, it's easy to fall into a victim mentality. It's easy to fall into whoa, it's always me, and it's never me, really. It's what's going on in my world, right? And we wonder why shit ain't coming into fruition, or wondering why shit is not manifesting the way it is. And hey, y'all, I fall victim of this shit too. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you 100%. You know what I'm saying? But it's that type of energy where you have to sit back, scale back, and analyze and reflect. Okay, so I keep running into this brick wall. I keep running into this, right? So let me fall back and take notes on what I'm doing. Then you'll notice when you take notes, right? you'll see where those little mistakes are. And when you call in your source, and when you call into yourself, and when you tap into yourself, because you slow down and get into stillness, trust me, you gonna hear, right? You gonna hear. Those answers will naturally come to you. And it might not come right now, but it's gonna hit you on a Wednesday evening on the highway trying to get home. It's that type of energy. But to wrap this up, because I feel like I'm rambling now, because I haven't seen you guys in forever. Oh my God. It's just, man, like, learn how to take a risk on yourself, and trust on yourself, and trust what your intuition's telling you. Trust what you are telling you. I'm telling you, you will not lead you wrong if you trust you. I repeat, say that shit again for the motherfuckers in the back in case they didn't fucking hear me, right? You won't lead you wrong if you trust you. Like, the world, sorry guys, I'm on the highway. We tend to put other people above us when it shouldn't be like that, you know? It should not be like that at all, because you gotta understand, human condition is the human condition, and human is full of error, unfortunately, right? And because we're all trying to learn what life is, you know what I'm saying? There's no manual to this shit. But one thing is, if you tap into you and understand you on what feels good to you, right? It's always going to lead you to your highest good. It's learning how to really trust oneself to blossom into the best version of yourself, okay? All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I got to go, and I got to focus on the highway right now. I want you guys to have a good day, okay? Stay up. Always grind, man. Always be in an energy of expansion and pushing through and showing up for yourself even when you don't fucking want to. Like, even when you don't want to show up for yourself, still show up for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because that proves that you love oneself, okay? I want y'all to take it easy. If you guys feel guided or interested in booking a personal reading, y'all know how to get that. That information is in the bio, all that good stuff, okay? So until next time, peace.